But I will speak because people inside the place someone will pass you will come for. Spend my whole money to bring him to power because we thought the wrong yesterday was going to be right today. I have no regret to vote against one person here. But the people that are brought to power will regret why I have to vote for any people. This country is a better place and will be a better place. There's money in the country that we can live for. We don't need money from outside. So, and we don't want to empower people here. We say that our law makers, we have become lawbreakers, we have become criminals. We put all the money in the budget for ourselves and leave them out. I want to challenge some of your lawmakers. Some people say they want this senator. They're breaking all the law. The law is really breaking the law, but you want to go up. You know why people want to go up? Because they want to increase the time. They say they're too short. You cannot be a cancer, then you want to run the road. You cannot be a lawmaker and then you say to the Lord that we made ourselves. Then you say you want this to that can be wasted. Nobody else can be for them company for the woman. But when you go, here we get what they don't have to be. The only thing they are there for, when last people for them government and say Sunday people, don't go and go and say one person I want to eat off. But they said that over there is not their family to call it name. They are the person that need work and they are the person that people say they want that. We implore our family to work. So people are happy. Because there is a time that we have to it is no place to go. It is never a time when we find the problem. And we bring this as a challenge to all of you people. 2029, we may be only for the presidency. Because we are close.
We might not play. What? We might not play. We don't play my game. No, they're not okay. I think you're right. Yeah, put it in.
Absolutely, after the whole election, and in my honor, if you hear my preaching most Sunday, you will conclude that I'm right. Will you rescue as a nomenclature after winning? The broadcaster don't even answer my phone, they don't pick me up, they don't let me down, they don't even have time. Oh, I don't talk because God knows why it's happening. And everything I will accept it because our son who is vice president to him for Nimba, the Nimba people will not understand if I start hating on Boyka. The standard start a trap of Boyka. when we have wrote, the Senate is comprehensively foot of their findings and attack the Supreme Court ruling and amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners will be further from body to wear. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, but the Dillon there, don't be there, and you know where he's just taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC control the one in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own election. And we said,
I just wanna ask you one question, that will you give the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claim to even be a hero for your experience. No way to us. So why the rest not stable? No job, no on the table. Don't just stay for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping for the big people, what they want to do. Tell me why the people go you for. You treating the people I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that will you be the rescue? You're not giving the people what they want, then you still give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made on your rescue team, we're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. We downsizing, the wish hunting. Now when they got what they are giving people suffering. We downsizing, the wish hunting. Now when they got what they are giving people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You know your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. You say you are going to change things.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. There are too many things happening in the country. Your country, Liberia, is becoming a confused area on a daily basis. Richard Nangbeku and his people said to us a couple of months ago that they already removed Kofa and that he was a Speaker of the House. Today we saw Richard Kun and people then collecting signatures. They said they won't get 49 to remove the Kofa. If this is not what we will refer to as educational insanity, then I don't know what else we will say. How can you remove the man a couple of months ago and again you are still looking for signatures to remove him? This is so absurd. Absurdity to the letter. But again, this is where we find ourselves. Liberia is an interesting country. The country that is with a lot of complexities. Where one standard is used to judge a particular group of people, and the same standard is not good for the other people. Liberia, where the current government is discouraging people from protesting in the country. Yeah, according to the people in the Unity Party government, the protest that Moba Malu is planning on the 17th of July, according to them, that protest, yeah, that's what they're saying. They say yes, but again, I don't know what it is. Welcome to the Monday's edition of the program. Today is certainly the 28th day of April 2025, remains the year. My name is KOK ELEXA is here. We're going to have a wonderful time today. And up to the moment, we'll bring you all of what is happening in the political sphere of our country. For those of you who are playing the cash giveaway, remember 4,000 Liberian dollars will go to your wallet on today when you play star 799 hatch and you select freedom as spot number 11. I repeat, the short code is star 799 star 11 hatch, and it will place you in a position to win for yourself $4,000 if you're lucky. 2 minute things to talk about. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. After which, we'll bring you our sponsors, Yanjin Beer and Liberty Fortune. We take a break to be right back here on 87.9. Hello? My man on the radio, you keep calling me. Oh! Come here.
Send them to your door. Stop me crying, make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keep it upset, they stop me crying for all. Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sense. Stop me crying, make your peace for them before. Stop Liberia. People bringing shelter to your door. Stop me crying, make your peace for them before. Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Keep it upset, they stop me crying for all. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean when I buy the labor fortune scratch card and build the safer part, any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD on the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty scratch card from?
Go to the shops, go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Don's residence on 2nd Street, Tottenham Boulevard in Cinco for your money.
Pee-wee, thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty scratch card, we for it every day.
Spend small money and win big money. A message from Liberty Fortune LLC, the new game changer in Liberia. Oh yeah.
In the money, Alexa, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, where you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. Liberia is a country that's basically going into a state of bewilderment. It tells you exactly where we are as a country and how confused the state is, how confused some of our leaders are, and how our country is placed in puzzlement. So I don't know what it is from your end out there, but it is clear that today we're going to discuss a lot of different interesting moments in Liberia, especially from the recent, issues of capital. That's something we've talked about for months. And initially, I thought we have already, gotten done with that based on the Supreme Court's ruling. But here we are again with confused people still continuing to have the country in a state that is not with any understanding. So we're going to talk about that more. And I guess we'll bring a lot of interesting maybe points from some of the people who are today's moral voices in Liberia, even though it is really laughable. We're going to talk about that. But however, where you're joining us, would like to say welcome.
Okay, so basically, I want to say welcome again to a brand new week. This is your favorite platform, Freedom Hub on 87.9. So, too many things happening in the country that we intend to talk about. Alexa, interestingly, the country is becoming. Look, I don't even know where to place Liberia right now. I don't know where to place the country.
I think for people who are into the entertainment industry, they understand exactly where we are as a country, because Liberia has now transformed into an entertainment industry. And the entertainment we continue to get, they're not just from ordinary Liberians, they're from leaders, people who are supposed to be sensible enough, people who are supposed to be knowledgeable, people who are supposed to understand exactly what to do to have the country progress. So now Liberia is an entertainment center, and the contents that are being produced are produced by people who are smartly dressed, yet when they speak, they're empty. When they speak, that wisdom is actually chasing after them, yet they continue to run. So that's all I can say about Liberia. That's the best description I think I would say Liberia is basically, looking at about this point. Seriously.
Okay, so basically there are a few things we're talking about. We will end at the Capitol Hill situation, Alexa. But beyond the politics of Capitol Hill, that's what I said. We should not spend more time on these political things in the country, because the more we do, the more bad things continue to happen in the country, and not many of us are paying attention to the details, especially the terrible things happening in our country. Alexa, almost every day in this country, a dead body is discovered. I repeat, and I'm going to try to find the latest video to that effect. I know why I can get these things, and when it is time for the show, then I can't have it. Okay, so there was
a recent report.
Yeah, very. I mean, somewhere in Pinsville, when they found the body,
and
they found the body in the drainage. I think they covered.
Right.
Yeah, they covered. So let me see if I can find it.
And I like the fact that we're also going to talk about that,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you have a space where, you know, it is considered as an entertainment center or an entertainment space, Oliver, you experience a lot of things and you witness a lot of things. For people who are fans of, you know, series or different shows, you will know that there are some of the shows that are focused basically on mysterious deaths. And I think that's one of the aspects we're going to talk about. I'm sure if you are on the social media or if you are an active user on Facebook, because that's where a lot of Liberians are from home and away, right? This is a recent report, and I'm actually hoping that Oliver will find, you know, the direct post to read out what was reported.
Mhm.
But a person's body was found, and if that is the same story, a part of that person's body was missing.
Good.
So it tells you that mysterious deaths continue to happen in Liberia. It tells you that ritualistic killings, as you know, it was phrased or termed by some of the people we have in today's government. Ritualistic killings are still ongoing in Liberia.
I want to find this particular.
This hasn't stopped, and we don't know what is being done by the government. I remember when we had Tatos here in studio just the other day, and before that, Oliver also, you know, talked about some of the different mysterious deaths in country, and you know, we're basically asking: are we supposed to be having some of these different reports now that we have the rescue government or the rescue mission that campaigned on, you know, ritualistic killings in the country being done by past government officials and how they were not really, you know, intentional enough to have investigated some of the different cases we had, and that they sat there, they were wicked enough to have allowed perpetrators walk freely in Liberia. Now we're here and we still have these things happening. So are Liberians to be afraid? Are Liberians to feel safe in Liberia right now or not? I think that's a question to ponder, because these things continue to happen. All of us is still, you know, trying to reach out to find you know, that report but I don't know if the people that have been killed are from Liberia or not. And I'm saying this, it may sound really comical, but it is not supposed to be. Because before, people say, oh, Liberians are being killed mysteriously, ritualistically. Every morning, if you got up 2 or 3 years ago, you will see a report on different pages. If it will be 5 a.m. in the morning, you're going to see a report. Maybe Alexa 2, 3 years ago will get up in the morning. Alexa will just, you know, share on her Facebook account that, oh, in this community, we have seen a person's body mysteriously. So every morning we saw different reports from different people who said they were passionate enough to protect the lives of Liberians. They were passionate enough to advocate against mysterious deaths in Liberia.
Mhm.
We had different posters, you know, designed. You will have this person's body here, and you will have another image on the other side with different arrows and all that.
So it is in the GSA row. I mean the GSA row area.
Mhm.
So today is
28th.
the 28th of April 2025. On the 2nd of April 2025, we also had another body that was discovered in Monrovia, in the St. Pinsville area. Now, Alexa was doing a lot, you know, to bring you up to speed
Just
with
a reference point.
what has happened,
Exactly.
you know, over the period prior to these guys coming to power. And she was telling you about how they branded the country as being unsafe. There were too many mysterious deaths here and there. But just in this month alone, I mean, we're just going to find two of the different mysterious death cases. I'm not talking about the ones that we are not going to lay our hands on, because there are multiple.
Mhm.
But we should not mind all of these conversations around the speakership of the House of Representatives, and forget about the rest of the country, because it appears like this government is using this speakership debate to
Cover
to
up.
to thank you, to cover up for all of the blunders they are doing in the different sectors of our country. As we speak, insecurity is on the increase in the country. Liberia is becoming more dangerous than any other thing you want to think about. That's how devastating it is becoming. If they're not found, young baby, dead in this country, then you'll find a dead body with parts missing. I don't want to talk about Nima County because within the past 3 months, we have had over 6 different cases of motorcyclists being killed with body part allegedly taken up. But this is just the most radical situation, and I want you to take a time and listen to these two videos. So one is from Plus Online TV, and the other one is from Cool FM, Cool TV, by the way. So the one from Plus Online TV was done on the 2nd of April 2025, this month on the 2nd. I want you to take a time and listen to it. These are the things happening in the country, and we are allowing speakership election to confuse us. The government should be concerned about ensuring that the streets are safer for everybody. These are Liberian people, children who go outside and their bodies are discovered. Take a time and listen. This is a production of Pulse Online TV. It was done on the 2nd of April 2025. It says unknown body found wrapped in plastic in Pinsville. Wow. Credit site Liberia Online. It is a 7 minutes 55 seconds documentary. Take a time and listen. We'll not play all, but I want you to listen to it.
So, folks, wherever you are watching from, I still kindly share this live broadcast. My name is Patrick Henry. And as you are seeing here this morning, the area is crowded here this morning around the police academy where usually the diet is being thrown here around here. So there is a plastic bag here wrapped, as you can see, wrapped and placed here on this site where people usually throw diet, but it is not something that looks like a diet, right? So you can see how it is wrapped. Really wrapped up. So wherever you are joining from, I say kindly share this live broadcast. My name is Patrick Emre, and I'm coming to you live from the police academy area here. So you can see the plastic is actually food wrapped, really wrapped. So this is it here, right?
Okay, so we will display it for those of you who are online later on, but the body is wrapped in a black plastic.
Phone here are very wrapped in the plastic. So we don't know. I still awaiting the police yet. And yeah. So we don't know yet, but from the look of what we are seeing here, this plastic. So you can see.
So when you listen in the background, you will hear people talking for the person that did the tie, the for the did this and did that. Remember, star 799 star 11 hatch to win 4,000. We'll call the winners very shortly. So people are dying in this country mysteriously, and because of the politics of Capitol Hill, we are now reporting those stories. Families are grieving. Family people are grieving because their loved ones are being killed. body parts extracted in this country. We're not talking about it because every day Rachel, and we thought to deviate a bit and have this conversation. We're going to talk about Capitol Hill situation. But I believe the government is deliberately deciding to preoccupy Liberians with this Capitol Hill situation so that we forget about all of the different, failures that they're involved with, all of the different things that they are unable to attain. In my mind, that is what they're trying to do to the entire country. And so, if the thing would just be talking Rejekun, it's not possible. This was on the 2nd of April 2025. A Liberian citizen phone wrapped in black plastic. The last time President Joseph Baga returned from his trip abroad, Alexa, he told people how this time the country is safe, people can go sleep, this and that. In his country, on the 2nd of April, a body, grown-up human being, was discovered wrapped up in a plastic bag. For those of you who are watching, you can see here, wrapped up in a plastic bag. You see it right there? Why you see wrapped up in the plastic bag there is certainly the dead body. That's what you see there. That's what you see right there, wrapped up in a plastic bag. And the only reason why these things are going unnoticed is because, to a greater extent, we allow the politics of the day to sweep all of the airtime we've been having on this platform and other radio stations in the country. And that's why feminists are grieving. This government is not supposed to be having mysterious death happening in this country because they said they had all of the sophistication, as Alexa just in tune. They had all of the sophistication to deal with mysterious death. They said they knew they had the sophistication to determine if somebody dies, if we see dead body on the road, they said they knew the solution in finding who killed that person. So we should not be having these kind of cases. And on April 2nd, we'll talk about. Let's go bring the other one. From April 2nd, we go to this newest one that happened at the GSA Road area.
Junction. In the Corvette, the newly constructed road. This is a Corvette that is a bit deeper, as you can see from the onset of this incident. So under the leg of this unidentified man has been seen so far. What actually is the cause of his death, it is unknown. What really happened leading to his death is also unknown. And so we have come this morning to do a fact finding. But what we observe is that under the leg we can see so far, we can identify the head of this man. So from here, the leg alone can identify him as a male.
So you hearing it? This one was at GSA Road Community, GSA Road Junction. The other one was to where? Police Academy, Alexa. This one is GSA Road. In the same April, Police Academy, GSA Road. People are dying mysteriously in this country, and we allow the government to keep us grounded and focus on Capitol Hill. This is terrible, and we think we should not be consumed in all of it. No, we should not follow the crowd to the extent that we will ignore some of these crucial issues confronting the Liberian society. In 1 month time, the other one, Police Academy, wrapped up in black plastic and thrown on the dump site. This other one was found in the drainage at GSA Road. And when you check the different communities, there are people all around the country who are mysteriously dying. Dead bodies are being discovered.
It doesn't say anything good about the country being secure. It doesn't say anything good about the security of the country. No. It shows that the government is to a greater extent incapacitated to protect us as a people. I mean, I'm saying this because that's what we were told. That's what the Unity Party guys told us. Whenever James Goodell Flomo will go around passing looking for dead bodies in this country, the next thing you will find people saying the Weah's administration was not up to standard. They were reckless in protecting the lives of the people. Good. We kicked that government away. We flushed them out. We defeated George Weah and we made him a one-term president. We retired him. He's no longer president of our country. We brought the almighty 42 years of experience president, the man who will have all of the legitimate knowledge and monopoly over governance, who will ensure that there will be no single fly that will die mysteriously in the country again. Yet and still, in 1 month time, Police Academy and GSA Road celebrating dead bodies. It is a competition between the two communities on how many dead bodies you will discover. So GSA Road 1, Police Academy 1. I don't know which other community is involved with the mysterious dead body discovery competition. This is appalling. These things are happening, and the government is not concerned about strengthening security. They're not concerned about strengthening surveillance. They're concerned about pumping $27,000 in each of the lawmakers who are currently crossing over from majority block. I mean, from the minority block to the majority block in an effort to remove COVID, who they said they already removed. You are giving lawmakers, you are inducing lawmakers, financially inducing lawmakers when the security of the state is vulnerable. When we need more police equipment to be given to our brothers and sisters in the police so that they provide maximum protection for us. When we need the joint security to be fully empowered. When we need community policing to be enhanced. That the community and the police will work together. That there will be resources provided to the community people so that they take charge of their community as first responders, while the national police will serve as a backup. These things are happening. 27,000 as supposed to take care of 4-5 community, community-based operation. You're giving it to one lawmaker to remove COFA. While these things are happening, we are experiencing mysterious deaths happening all across the country. This is appalling. We did not expect this from the so-called rescue government that had all of the knowledge, all of the ability, all of the powers, all of the prowess, everything that it had. That we needed to run this country. We can't keep having it. It is not funny. GSA Road, GSA Road, Police Academy 2 in 1 month time. I don't want to mention the other things that happen in other places. Mysterious deaths. The last time before a baby was discovered. They're losing the baby. All parts were missing. We got all the videos. We can play them. There are multitudes of mysterious deaths we see happening in the country, and these things should not be happening. By right, we are supposed, and I repeat, by right, we are supposed to be having this conversation, but I think the government is deliberately deciding to use this Capitol Hill wahala to sway our minds from the real issue, from the bread and butter issues of the country. They don't want us to know. They don't want us to know how they are failing in protecting us as a country. And these things are detrimental to your image as a government. They are detrimental to the image of the country as a state. Because you know why? If this place becomes so ungovernable, if this place becomes so insecure, insecurity will become the order of the day. Obviously, all of your agenda that you think you have will not manifest. They will not manifest because nobody want to come to a country where we are finding dead bodies on the ground like we're finding plum during the rainy season. That is what's happening. I want to mention 2 communities, but there are people listening to the radio right now who have been able to discover dead bodies in their areas. And this is appalling. It's alarming. And that's why we keep asking Mr. Bwaka, please use your wisdom and end this thing that's happening up Capitol Hill so that we can focus on other issues in this country. But from a different perspective, Alexa, I think they are deliberately doing this whole Capitol building thing so that in the end we will lose focus while they continue to perform dismally. But we'll just wrap up on this issue, Alexa. We run to the next issue, then we climax on the other topic with the capital saga.
Oliver, it is really, really a sad time to be a Liberian. And maybe the select number of people who are basically rescue missionaries, they're going to be like, hey, why are you guys just saying this? You're saying this because you do not like Mr. Boakai.
No.
We do not have any personal, beef with Mr. Boakai. No, we've never had that before. Never, ever.
Not at all.
What we do protect every single day on this platform is Liberia as a country. What we do protect on this platform is Liberia as a nation. And we do that to also protect Liberians, to be strong enough and to understand exactly what's happening in Liberia. Mysterious deaths. In fact, it was called ritualistic killings in Liberia. If you can go back, I'm sure Facebook doesn't disappoint, Oliver. Every now and then it's going to bring back memories and stuff like that. So I'm sure maybe in a few days or in a few months or in a few weeks, you're going to see memories of different posts from today's government officials. Every moment they talked about ritualistic killings in the country. People are dying, mysteriously. Every morning, as I was saying before, you will get up in the morning, you will see new updates, and not one. So it seems like allegedly some of them had, some contacts with, funeral homes or stuff, because every morning you will have more than 3, 4, 5 different reports. Mysterious deaths, ritualistic killings in Liberia. Every now and then you got that. Now, Mr. Boakai has been Liberia's president for over how many months now? He took over January of 2024, and this is April. Today's the 28th of April 2025. So it tells you how many months or years, some months. Since Mr. Boakai took over, or since the inception of the rescue government, have we not had reports of ritualistic killings, in their own words? Since Mr. Boakai took over, have we not had reported cases? Of course, we've had a lot of them. Do we not see people being afraid on a daily basis? Of course we do. Now the question is, what is Mr. Boakai doing about this, especially if this is one of the many reasons he was voted? This is one of the many reasons Mr. Boakai became Liberia's president, because Liberians went to the polls. A lot of Liberians said, hey, we're not safe, we're unprotected in Liberia. Children are going missing on a daily basis. Even grown-ups are dying mysteriously. We do not want that, because the picture painted was George Weah, as Liberia's president, did not pay keen attention to protecting the lives of Liberians. He was wicked intentionally, so he did not care about Liberians. Today, we have a man who had told Liberians he cared at that time. I don't know if he still cares about Liberians, but he said that before. And today we have them. Because of poor leadership, we have been on this House of Representatives impasse, as they are calling it, for more than 3-4 months. There are, alleged corruption cases in Liberia. The House of Legislature that is supposed to summon some of the people, or some of the people who are supposed to, start to investigate. They have disregarded their responsibilities. Some of the ministers who are supposed to be responsible enough, they have turned to social media ministers. They have turned to social media content creators and bloggers on a daily basis. If this person is not actually talking about, the other thing happening in a very comical way, as a government official or minister, you will see something else. They're not focusing on the issues they raised before. They're not focusing on providing solutions.
We should not be having people.
We should not be discussing this in a rescue mission government.
There should be no mysterious
we should not
death.
be discussing this.
It should not happen.
Like the issues of drugs in Liberia, we should not be discussing mysterious deaths. No. You told us you had everything needed to prevent all these things from happening. And today we have these reported cases on a daily basis. Just imagine some of the ones that are not reported. Just imagine some of the ones that, you don't have journalists to report. You don't have online television stations to actually show us. Do you know what that means? It means a lot of Liberians are dying on a daily basis, but the government doesn't care about that, because the government, like all of us, I would like to believe that one way or the other, that maybe this is just a whole plan, that everyone will be focused on what's happening up capital, and then we'll do what we want to do with the country. Nobody will actually care about that, because right now, even someone who did not understand anything about the House of Legislature or the House of Representatives, now they are talking about what's happening there. Everyone is basically focused on what's happening up capital, and they have forgotten exactly what's happening in other sectors. It tells you that's neglect. It tells you that we are going in one direction, and then the other directions that we should focus on, we are not focused on that. Police officers, just yesterday, you had 2-3 different pickups. In fact, just this morning again, you had that. So police officers are being ordered to do something else. They'll be at Capitol. They'll be on, the University of Liberia main campus. They'll be there, but then they're supposed to be protecting people in different communities. We are saying this because we are nationalistic. We want Liberia to progress. We want this country to move forward as you promised Liberians. So Liberia right now, people are unsafe. Maybe the only people who tell you say the country is booming, the country is this. They're rescue missionaries, they're rescue ministers, they're rescue directors. They would tell you because they are also on the board of chess.
Okay.
So they know what's happening. So Mr. Boakai, Mr. President, this is a call for you to pay attention to some of the things you are supposed to work on as promised by you. Mr. President, we are not to, just exert all our energy just on what's happening up capital. None of the whole country that cross over country like New Year's Eve now. 31st of December, every year, you have crossover night. So Liberia has become a crossover state, because you have this person crossing over from this side, last side. Everybody focusing on that. Whether you bouncing baby girl, you bouncing baby boy, everybody is focused on that right now.
Okay.
We don't want Liberia to be a crossover state. We want Liberia to be governed responsibly, as you promised. You're a responsible leader, though. That's exactly what was said. You have years of experience. We are supposed to drink from the fountain of wisdom, Mr. Boakai.
Before we drink from that fountain, Alexa,
now, it was supposed to be doing
before we start drinking from the fountain.
Are we drinking? Are we not drinking?
There is. So we are concluding on this mysterious death issue, Alexa. I mean,
this is not funny.
It may sound comical, but this is very serious.
Really serious.
People, we should not be finding dead bodies in this country on a Joe Baka. I'm being clear with it. We should not be finding dead bodies, because these are things that you promised that they will not happen. James Goodell Flomo is my good friend, but when was in power, every day Goodell Flomo was finding dead body in the country. We're gonna say spoon talk, spoon TV. Oh, right now, my name is James Goodell Flomo. We are here in the community. There is a body here unidentified, and the community dwellers say they don't know who do. Simple. Every freaking time James Goodell Flomo will appear, and he will keep giving update on dead bodies. So we do not expect to have a dead body, discovery replica in this country. No, we should not be having it. Part of the reasons why we voted president, we are out, according to you guys, was because we were finding dead body, that James Goodell Flomo used to identify. So now that you are in power, we should not be having this kind of stories coming up. Look at GSRO, one dead body. I call the other place, Police Academy, one dead body
everywhere.
So every community now got one dead body every month.
You have records of
I mean, mysterious killing.
Yeah,
it should not be happening. That's number one. Number two, this government promised the Liberian people during the campaign, and all of these things we're saying that we're not saying it out of hate for the government or mere criticism. We are saying these things because we want the government to improve on her activities. Step up your game. You promised the Liberian people that they will not encounter difficulties going to hospital, getting Medicare. Yeah, I mean, in America, there is a bill called, something like Medicare, something. You may also understand that medical from God. There is a whole disaster happening at the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital in Monrovia, JFK.
And no one is talking about that.
We allow this whole Capitol Hill rubbish to undermine the crucial elements of this of our existence in this country till we don't pay attention to the details. JFK is becoming, JFK is worse than it has ever been in the history of our country. Even during the war, JFK never used to be as terrible as it is today. I'm the one saying it. There are reports of JFK refusing patients in this country because of no bed. Patients who manage to go to JFK to seek medical attention, they complain of being abandoned by medical workers, that the facilities are not conducive, that the people ain't taking. There are too many complaints and concerns about the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital. Of recent, Liberian citizens who are caregivers. When you carry your relative to the hospital, sometimes they say one person will be there to take care. Come and listen to some of the things that they say about how they are being treated at the hospital.
You're going to feel so bad.
These are things that should not be happening. Look, when you have a 42 years experienced president, that president should have the country running, we say 100%, but we should have zero tolerance on this kind of minor issues. Why should JFK be having all of these terrible, news filtering all around? Take a time and listen. I will not play all of the documentary. We do not have the time to play everything. But take a time and listen to some of the folks who are so disenchanted with how JFK is proceeding. The regrettable part of it, Alexa, is the fact that these medical people play a pivotal role in the campaign and subsequent election of President Bwaka and Jeremiah Kuhn.
Exactly.
So to have the medical sector still in ruins, continuing, to have this consistency in complaints, it shows that 1 year, how many months? 1 year, 3-4 months. It shows that nothing has been done. It shows that we're wasting time. It shows that the government is window dressing the things in the country, and because they do not want us to suspect these details, that's why they're preoccupying the Liberian society with this rubbish, fight on Capitol Hill. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Listen to Liberians complaining about JFK. The country has become a police state. And that's why I said the last time. These police officers are trained. These police officers are professional people. When I say government, I mean when the people in power are in charge of the executive, from the president, the vice president, down to ministers and directors of cabinet and so forth, when they come to the national leadership with brutal mindset, the police then become brutal. When they come to national leadership with the mindset of peace, tranquility, and reconciliation, the police then become community police, citizens police. These young police officers, these strong men and women in the police, their reputation, we see their reputation being ruined, not because they are terrible, not because they are bad, but because they are being ordered, they are being mandated by bad people. Even to JFK, Alexa, you listen to this audio. Police people go to JFK to be beating patient relatives, running behind them. Even in JFK, patient relatives, police will be beating them in the neck. Y'all get up from the fence, y'all go sleep outside.
You can imagine.
People take their relatives from Pearl River in Bombay County. They leave Pearl River, they bring the relatives to JFK. In the night, police will tell them, go outside the fence, go find a place to sleep. In the morning, then you come back.
A sound rescue government that is supposed to know all the book, all the governance, all of the leadership in this country will institute policies that will ensure that caregivers, family members of those who are admitted, will have some form of accommodation for their relatives, especially for those of them who do not reside in Monrovia. This is appalling, and I want you to take your time and listen as Liberians continue to vent on the misrule, on the challenges every sector continue to face. Take your time and listen to it.
Something better for themselves. Nothing like that. And at the same time, the Liberian National Police, the personal order, we should not sleep inside the fair. They travel this night, they're running behind all. We in war. Now look at the time. The time now is some minutes to 11. They travel out of the fair. And some of our distance is like from here to Broadway. We got to pay like $600 to $700 before getting there. And you understand it? So there's the complaint. We are currently reaching it. We are currently giving the people complaint to the government. Let the government really see how better they can handle this situation.
So because you're caretaker, the management put you outside because you're a caretaker?
Yes. The management put me outside because
so how many caretaker they can take per patient?
They can. We are about 2, but they told me that they will only take 1. I am the referee caretaker for John Morris.
But the GFK is alleging that somebody went and took picture of data video and posted on social media, tarnishing the image of the hospital.
I don't really see that. I'm not really see that.
So now, how do you feel the kind of situation coming from Bapolo or Broadville, and you are put on the outside in the cold? How do you feel?
Well, I'm not really feeling fine. The way of the treatment with all these nights, I'm not feeling fine, Chief. I'm not feeling fine.
So are you going to sue JFK?
Well, personally, I don't have money to sue JFK, but I have a lot of BD people. I'm going to reach out to them, which is our GO Senator and the CO Senator, and also my district number 3 representative, which is Mustafa Warete, and Madam Botokane and Honorable Amara Kone. I'm going to reach out to them in the situation, so let them give me advice towards that.
So now, let's assume that the president is watching. What's the appeal? What do you have to say to the government or the health ministry or the president? What you expecting to do to the management of JFK?
Well, the management of JFK, they also backing the situation. They are backing it. They are backing the situation because each time when the situation is taking place, we can always call their attention. They say that's a rule, medical rules. They say that's a medical rules. So they have nothing to do with that. And you understand? So for me, I don't think that I will lodge complaint to them. I'm just gonna reach out to my own official there. That's the official there.
Anybody, you finish in the country. So, what's your name again?
My name is Solomon Vikane from Bapolo County, Combat District.
Okay, so, who next? We can talk to.
We have a lot of people here.
Yeah, ma'am. So, tell us your name.
My name is Adusu P. Fofana.
Okay. Tell us the situation. What happened?
For now to now, the situation what we're going through, it's not really going down where we are. I'm manning my late sister, but her name Adusu P. Kamara. So they even by 6 o'clock, they just open the mosque. All that rotten table saying you're hating all. If I wanted to pray, no way to pray. I will start coming on this. I have my plastic over there. On will get if from here, rescue he can the habela. Oh, when he can joke and he saw. Oh, he can joke really. He pour us up.
Who is rescue now?
He the one crossing the gate. He said, "We will come on this side."
For the policeman.
Yes. So when we come, we say on this side. Now he said he can't again. He said, "Oh." He said, "We must come outside." We say, "Oh, we not coming outside because if we come outside, you must care our patient there because we here for purpose." So how we are doing 1 or 2 achievement. Now you call police car, they come. When they reach here, That one there, they sorrow for all the way we sit down there. They ring up. And they say we must go inside there in the fence. When we go there again, rescue, you follow all there again. He said, he sorted me, sir. How I not get sent? I said, I get sent. I said, I will not be stupid enough. I left my children home. I can't with my patient. Then he sorted me. He started telling me, say, hey, you answer when you thought that again, I will put you in the people. I said, you know it was. I said, you know I want to put me in the people. I said, when you put me in the people, I said, the president will know about you myself. And I'm waiting.
So now,
so when we went down there, I don't know who posted the picture. I don't know because I bought this phone abroad. I don't know who posted the picture. The whole one girl they put the girl in the picture. Now I said no. We get the whole girl and pour in the picture. You not go there. Then they put the girl that we don't know what they carrying her. When we come, the other policeman inside baking up. And so we must go to put the girl down. When we go, we say that again. They brought up la zero. They start showing all the zero. When they show all the zero now, then the people who you call there, all of them they join all a rescue. They pour us up. When we come, we say that on this side they pour us up. We say that on this side they pour us up. When we come outside again, they start making plan with us. So a risk to the journalist, a risk to the lawmaker, a risk to the senator, a risk to Joseph Walker. When I will bring our patient there to just 8 people a day. We not bring our patient there to 8 people. And we yell our money we pay. Even to go and see our patient, no way. La Masne sister now, everything should be in the ourselves. Well, I said, let me go there. No way. When you go to the gate, the secretary said, no way. You go so, no way. When you enter in the necessary place, when you say so, the necessary for your answer. So we now will listen to the journalists and the lawmaker and the senator plus Joseph Walker and the vice president. I was say we are seriously for Indian country. Let you come for our rescue. Me, I come for this 17. And let my small give me account with my sister.
Okay, Alexa, this is what it is. So the main point of contention here is few of the caretakers who were in the JFK compound decided to record some of the nasty, foolish things happening in the fence, things that were not okay. Patient sick, nurses doing Facebook, they watching whether Richard Kuhn the speaker or that Francisco the speaker, nurses, JFK. So a lady allegedly recorded something and sent it somewhere and said, look at whole government hospital, what they're doing there. And so apparently the picture got to the authorities, and that's how they went there and said, what y'all who come mind your family boat, are y'all taking picture here, so y'all move from your offense, y'all go ossa. That is heartless. That is heartless. It is wrong. It is uncalled for. Hello? It is totally wrong. If for any reason people did video to expose how bad you are treating the people in that place, in a crime, let the world know how you're treating the people. If that video was a decent video where the person was saying, oh, JFK is a nice hospital, we are seeing the nurses here, good, the nurses are taking care of the patient good, you wouldn't have placed the people outside. You're not going to call police or put the people outside. The only reason why you invited the authorities to help you push the people outside of the fence of JFK is because that particular video in question was a negative one. If that video was about praising how JFK with nurses, okay, how they can talk to people good, you wouldn't have had issue with it. So if you don't want people reporting terrible things about you, then you fix the system. That is the premier hospital in the country. The #1 medical facility in this country is JFK. The president in power promised that he will make it heaven. He will make it better off. There are too many radio recordings that we got on President Baka when you're campaigning. So why are you putting the people outside? Because they're exposing how you are treating the people at JFK? Go to JFK and see how the place is. You're taking 27, 28, 30,000 staying with Richard Kuhn. At the JFK. JFK can play the lane, let's say. $27,000 US can build a waiting station for caregivers. 27,000, you can build a waiting station for caregivers in a place. So the man will be there and sit down, get a late chair where you can sit down and be sleeping, almost like the airport. The way airport setting, looking like the place you can wait for your flight. 27,000 can build something like that. I could take up to 100 human beings. 27,000 can do that. Up to 100 human beings with TV, everything there. So in the night, you're waiting for your patient. You can sleep now. When you're waiting for a patient, you won't be in the patient ward. You can sleep. You'll be outside, and the nurse will have a particular communication, channel in place where if your patient is XYZ and you sort of go there, they'll call you and say, "Oh, my man, come see your patient." The nurse, if you're administering this, when you do this. Why you're not doing it? You're running the hospital. I mean, there are people who go to JFK, they cry on their belly. JFK will tell them, say, no bed, no the one, no space, no that, no the other one. But President Baga is concerned. He's involved with giving lawmakers 30,000, 25,000, 17,000 to go and remove lawmakers when citizens are crying at JFK. When they decided to recourse, when the bad things happening, the guys there got shame and they called police to put the people tearing us out. I mean, the people parents. So that's how they came to the public. You heard them, they said, we're bringing it to you, the journalists. And why about the case? Yeah, the reason why we want it. We're bringing it to the other journalists. To the authorities. You didn't promise a feeble JFK. And I'll say this, our job is to remind the president things that you promised and we think you are not doing, we will remind you to do it. If that is a crime we are committing, we are sorry, sir, but that is what we've promised our people to do. If to remind you that you said XYZ during the campaign, but I mean, His Excellency, with all due respect, you are not doing what you promised. If it is a crime, we are sorry, but we'll remain criminals in that perspective because we think it is the best thing to do. To help you succeed is not a crime. To remind you of your commitment is not a crime. It becomes criminal in nature when you promise people and you are unable to do it. Especially when you have the means of doing it. The country got money. So money should not be the excuse to finding a better holding center at JFK for our relatives. Money should not be the problem because you are giving lawmakers 30, 15, 20, 30, 33, 34, $40,000 to go and remove speaker. The money you're giving, 2, 3, 4 lawmakers can build a decent holding center for relatives, caregivers. Where they'll get TV, they'll get play to charge their phone. All that thing, and they'll get it. And so, Alexa, that's where it is. One of it. Then we move. We got 2 more topics, then we'll go to the phone lines. So we're not going to spend more time on it. At the JFK issue there, my dear.
So Oliver already said it the right way. And for me, I would like to say most of the people out there, some of them, they don't even know anything about politics. Mm-hmm. Some of them are patients. Some of them are caregivers. Some of them even voted Mr. Boaka as president. Some of them just sat back and they didn't care about, this political party, that political party. But there's one thing that's constant. It's the fact that they are Liberians. They are citizens of this country. And health is something that should be prioritized like other important issues in Liberia. Like other sectors, the health sector should be prioritized. Mm-hmm. And when we're talking about that, of course, you're discussing, maybe infrastructure, you're discussing system. You're discussing how the system works and how people will be cared for. And I remember Mr. Boakai said something before. I'm not going to be exact with his words used at about that time, but it was always about restructuring the systems that are not effective as they're supposed to be. Mm-hmm. He talked about, systems, structure. They talked about reforms. They talked about a lot of different things. A lot. So if we just start to short list some of the things Mr. Boakai said and the beautiful words he used, we wouldn't leave from this station today. But just to get back to the complaints from family members, if you listened keenly, you'll be able to spot pains in their expressions. How frustrated they sounded and how frustrated and disappointed they were. The fact that, you have gone there to take care of maybe your sister or your brother or your kids, and then you have someone telling you go out. Police officers being ordered to get you out.
The only reason to send it out is because somebody recorded
Exactly, that's the part I'm
something
coming to.
terrible.
If you are doing a great job, you wouldn't be afraid to be recorded.
Mhm.
If it was done intentionally or not, you wouldn't be afraid. You wouldn't even care about.
When you're doing a good thing,
you don't care about cameras.
The secretly record you, you're not get vexed.
You're not angry
because a good thing you're doing.
You will have people praising you. You will have people saying, "Of course, that's a good job. It is commendable."
The only bad thing, not let camera.
But because you were doing something that shouldn't have been done, and someone probably recorded, and it went, out. A lot of people saw, and people started. And the good thing, Oliver. Whenever you want to know more about what's happening in a particular sector, or in a particular space, when a bad video, not a bad video, but when the truth comes out, you will listen to people's own experiences.
Mhm.
And I'm sure based on other people's experiences that were shared, they were like, no, we don't need people to be here because these are the same folks who are, recording and sending it out there. But Mr. Boakai, this is for you again. We are reminding you, when you promised Liberians a rescue mission, you did not promise, to ignore some of the different things that are happening negatively. When you promised Liberians that you had come, you were the Messiah, Jesus on earth, if we say it that way, you did not inform them that you would disregard some of the things that are happening. When you talked about different systems to be restructured and effective as working immediately, you did not mince your words. No, you were very confident in what you said. And Liberians, believed you. Liberians trusted you. That's one of the reasons you're here today as Liberia's president. Now that you're here, I was saying something about we are supposed to be drinking from your fountain of wisdom. And otherwise, before we drink, let me explain the other one here, right? You're a man who is said to have wisdom. And if I'm saying we're supposed to be drinking from your fountain of wisdom, that is to say we should see it. It should be practical. You should be able to show us that you have wisdom. Not just to sit back and maybe just write a statement, not just to sit back and be like, hey, you give me 2 weeks to intervene. No, you are supposed to be very, very intentional. Mr. Boakai, there are people who are dying at JFK. A lot of citizens, ordinary people.
They don't have beds.
A lot of people are treated badly.
They don't have beds.
No beds.
No space.
Are you not looking into that to have that sorted out? Are we still going to be focused now? Oliver, what you said was actually right. It seems like this whole thing was planned. Because imagine what's happening at JFK. Yet people are not talking about it more. Everyone is just talking about speaker this, speaker that, DJ this, DJ that. We're just talking about one issue. And we're forgetting crucial issues in Liberia. Mr. Boakai, this is an opportunity for you to rescue Liberia. This opportunity was given you by Liberians, not because you're the most sophisticated, even though your people continue to say you are really sophisticated. It is not because you're the most experienced. No, it is not because of that. It is not because you're from Lofa. It is not because you're called Joseph Yuma Boakai. A part of me thinks it is based on basically what you said or what you promised. And people tend to believe some of the words of people who do not have, some sort of a record to show, but we'll leave it at that. But Mr. Boakai, based on what you said, that's why you're here. So in a nutshell, please do what you said you would do. It is that simple.
Go put bed to JFK.
To order.
Simple.
Call your Minister of Health. Call the people who are supposed to do what they're supposed to do at JFK and do what is to be done.
Solve the problem that you identified.
The problems that you identified before becoming president.
Good.
And now that you're president, the problems still persist. So please go back and sort out all these different issues. It is that simple because you told us you know how to do the job. You didn't tell us it was really, really tedious. No, you didn't tell us it was a hard job. You said that was like an icing on the cake because you know what you can do.
Mhm.
You don't need people to even cry behind you. So you're here. We don't need people crying. No, we don't need people expressing their frustration, their disappointment on a daily basis. No, you know what it takes to do those things you're supposed to do. So please do it because Liberians are dying, Liberians are struggling, Liberians are suffering on a daily basis. And this is not what a rescue mission is all about. No,
Okay.
this is not it.
This is not what it is. So we'll go to the lines and give people some money quickly. Let's go give somebody $2,000. We'll give another person $2,000 and another person, hopefully. Then when all of that is done, we'll see if we can give some more people $4,000. Star 799 star 11 hatch will put you through. Let us see who is this first person quickly. When we come back, we go talk other issues. Then we go to the lines. So if you want to win 4,000 today, dial star 799 star 11 hatch. Or you dial star 799 hatch. You select Freedom as port number 11. It is for those of you who are playing on Lone Star Cell MTN Mobile Money Network. Okay. So this 2,000 person is not picking up. Let's see if we can call the next one. Okay, let's see if we can call the next one. Let's see if we can call the next person. Okay, let us see if this next person will pick up. Let's see if this next person is going to pick up right away. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm okay though.
Okay, this is KOK from Freedom Radio Liberia, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, please be a little bit audible. You've been playing the cash giveaway for a long time, right?
Yes. The man Jeremy me call Moise.
No, just leave. I mean, that Moise been playing.
Is this your number or Mercy's number?
That who number in? That who name is register in the number?
The register your name Moise Lucky.
Okay.
Moise wedding?
Moise.
Moise please count. Moise. Okay. Moise. But let Moise kana.
I can't phone door. I go calling on the radio station. Usually need register your thing right.
Moise Lucky, your number ain't 55.
Yes.
Okay, so I coming. Moise Lucky. How you spell that Lucky?
Yeah.
How you spell the Lucky? Your last name?
Luckis.
Okay, Moise Luckis.
Yeah.
RES or RS? Just RS.
RES.
Okay. RES. Are you on your mobile money? Moise Lucky?
Yeah, Lucky.
Moise Lucky, you are going to be receiving. Okay, you're going to be receiving $1,000 because you are a regular player. Check your telephone. It should be there by now.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, check it. Yeah, once you get it, call us right back, Moise.
Okay.
Okay, all right. We leave it right there. Moise Lucky. Okay. So we leave it right there. But let's go. The other person did not pick up, so we leave it right there. When we come back, we'll start calling those who will be winning the not 20,000. Those who will be winning the $4,000 dollars. That's what we do. Then we'll be calling those who will be winning the $4,000. But let's go to the main reason why we came to work today, Alexa. One of the main reasons, though.
Yeah.
So the Capitol building thing, you see me, I've been dodging it because I don't want to make it the first issue on the platform. But before we talk about the Capitol building situation, Alexa, on was it on Friday? The opposition political parties, was it on Friday or something else? So the CDC, ANC, and other political parties had a meeting where they informed President Baka that he would need to stop interfering with the rule of law. He will need to respect the Supreme Court, and his government will have to be law-abiding. we saw that conglomeration of opposition political parties, and my view on that particular situation is in two folds. But let me say this first. I think the opposition community in this country has been so nice to the Unity Party government. When I said nice, I mean you've been giving the Unity Party a lot of holiday. Now, what do you mean that? You've been giving UP a lot of holiday to do most of the things they're doing. The laws are being broken on a daily basis. Don't remove any position. The paper will say, yes, Supreme Court are the right thing you say. The next day, he go remove any position. And observe President Bouaka, he has never opened it to the Supreme Court that no, I'm not doing it. No. Every time the Supreme Court issues a statement or a ruling, the first thing he will say, we recognize the Supreme Court, we'll follow it. The next day, they may go ahead and sack. Supreme Court rule on the 10 position thing. They always say, yeah, we welcome the Supreme Court ruling. The next day, he fired the people. Supreme Court rule that Richard Kun is not the real speaker. He's a fake speaker. The next day, Joe Biden said he will continue working with Richard Kun. The opposition community is the first line of political defense in this country. Let me see whether this lady got her money. Hello? You received the $1,000? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. It is because you are a regular player. Now, let's say this to our people. The opposition community is the first line of political defense in this country. You are the politicians that y'all won't be in power. Beyond that, those in power enjoy the lawlessness. Okay, let me be a little bit nice. A good portion of those in power enjoy the lawlessness. There are few Unity partisans who are against this lawlessness in this country. But majority of those in power are in support of the lawlessness because you know why? It benefits them. It is them in power. They are the ones doing the lawlessness. They are the ones on the other side of the coin, so they are happy. So a good portion of those who voted the Unity Party, those who are Unity partisans and members of this Rescue Alliance, they are satisfied with how our laws are being gang raped. The laws are being raped. Our laws are being gang raped. The Ministry of State ripping our laws. The Ministry of Justice ripping our laws. The majority bloc ripping our laws. The Liberian Senate ripping our laws. We will see what they will do with this second ruling of the Supreme Court. And so the Constitution, our laws are being gang raped by individuals in high places in this country. In the midst of it all, the opposition being quiet. But we saw them, they came together during the course of the weekend and they issued stern warning to the government. Now, as they were warning the government about taking political action, which will include but not limited to protest actions and civil disobedience in this country, we started to see Unity partisans, members of the Unity Party, including those in power. We started to see them making threatening remarks. In fact, going to the extent of, how you call this thing? Going to the extent of warning people, warning the citizens that, oh, the thing the government talking about protest, don't protest, or protest not good. The thing opposition people talking about protesting, don't come protest. Do not protest. Their wives and their children will not be in the protest, so don't go protest. Those are things that were shared by people in government. Let me say this to our people in this country. The first thing here that all of us should be concerned about is the fact that beyond politics, our constitution is under threat. Let me say it to you. Beyond political party, the law in this country that keeping us together is under threat. Our law is under threat. Don't wait for a political party to tell you to speak for your rights before you speak out. I repeat, don't wait for a political party to tell you to speak out for your rights before you speak, especially in defense of the Constitution. Because you know what? If we do not have laws in this country, whether you get party, you not get party, the country could crumble. The peace of the country could be jeopardized. You may wake up one morning and there will be jungle justice in this country, and what you were afraid of could be the order of the day. That is why, regardless of what we think we are confronted with, it is important that we all speak out. Mr. Bwaga became president because there is a constitution and there is a law. Likewise, all the lawmakers who sit in majority bloc. The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice. It is the Supreme Court that told President Bwaga, say, put your hand on and put your hand on. He said, get the Bible to your woman and get the Bible to your wife. He said, kiss the Bible and kiss it. He said, repeat after me. He said, Joe Yuma Bwaga Sr. do solemnly swear, and he repeated it, that I will uphold, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia to the best of my ability, so help me God. The Chief Justice administered that oath of office. The same Chief Justice in our Honorable Supreme Court issued an opinion that is supposed to be a particular precedent in this country. Unfortunately, the president is the number one person who is not acting in line with implementing the Supreme Court's ruling. Today, citizens want to protest. Interestingly, United Party people are beating war drum in the country. I heard ACOP chairman saying to the people that ACOP is a ACOP is a country of is a party of what thing? Chaos. We understand chaos, but no. When the government start to boast, when people in governmental alliance start to boast of understanding chaos, then it shows that the country is sliding from the path of democracy to an authoritarian administrative angle. That way, the measurement of circumcision can start. That time everybody can know who are circumcised in the country. It becomes terrible. It becomes unbearable. Don't push the armless citizens to the point where they see defending themselves as the only option. Don't do that. It will hurt nobody in the United Party government if this government decides to uphold the rule of law. It will not change Kuhn's name. It will not change President Bwaga's name. In fact, it will add dignity to them when they respect the rule of law. Stop threatening protesters in this country, because when Liberians are fed up and they want to come out, they will come out. Charles MacArthur Gange Taylor was one of the strongest leaders Africa had. Come on. Today, he's no longer having the luxury of sitting at his Congo Town residence and looking over Paco Island with the breeze coming over, going to Bensonville and other places, Actington rather, going to Actington on the weekend to a farm. He's no longer having that privilege. And I can name the rest of the other leaders who saw it unto themselves that they were all powerful, that the citizens did not matter, that the people did not matter to them. Today, history is the best reference to where they ended. I'm saying this to me, when you find 5 political parties coming together to tell you that enough is enough, that if you do not put yourself together, we the people will come up, will rise up, will stand up against you and ensure that you return the country to constitutional order. When you find those stern warnings coming up from political pundits, from political actors, key influential political institutions, a party you defeated less than 17,000, when you find that party signing a communique with other political institutions telling you that if you do not act in accordance with the law, there will be consequences. When you find those statements coming up, you don't go replying to those statements with equal voice. You apply wisdom and leadership. Don't plunge this country into chaos. Don't plunge this country into chaos. You are the government. You got all to lose. The government got all to lose. When Benina, Ure, Henry Costa, Alexander Cummings, Joe Barker, and the rest of the folks, when they threatened, to end the Weah's administration on June 7, the government knew the magnitude of what was at stake. The government of the day under George Weah knew how critical that protest was. The government knew how critical the protest would be. In the spirit of good governance, political tolerance, George Weah instructed Patrick Suru not to use the baton, the tear gas, but to use the water bottles, the plate of food, the beverages on Liberians who went to express themselves. Had George Weah decided to tell Patrick Suru that if I see them Capitol Hill, flog them, maybe by the time, maybe that general will finish with disarmament. Hello, Alexa. Maybe that general will finish with disarmament, or maybe I finish taking charge of Maryland. I'm the battle front commander in Maryland. Maybe we'll finish putting Maryland on our ECOWAS as a country, because anything happen in the country, we'll share the country. Forget it. Maryland ain't coming back on a library again.
I won't follow you.
Well, fine. But I'm just saying, to crack us small, right? Because the country was tense to the point where the CPP guys were not willing for anything to happen to any of the protesters on that day. They were prepared to do anything that it took. You saw Yaka Koluba that day. He was arrested with a gun in a car. Now, what am I saying? When political people get angry with the way things are proceeding in the country, the government should not provoke them. The government should not escalate tension. Why you go call ACOB and other people to meeting to threaten citizens who are already aggrieved? No government can fight the people. The very Liberian Constitution made it clear that all power is inherent in the people. All government are instituted from their authority, and with them, they can choose to alter any government. I'm paraphrasing though. The people got the right. The people can decide that this is ending, it will end. The people can decide that we no longer want you people in power, it will happen. When the people are angry, you don't go, you don't go responding to them from an arrogant perspective. You plead with them, you make them understand, you lobby with them, you beg them. Because you are mere servants. They voted you, you got power, you got salary, they are your employers. The people go to work to vote on election day. They put you in power. They decide the position you have. When they are angry, you are fired. Do you argue with your bosses? When your bossman is vexed and you vex, that one thing the bossman can do to you, to sack you. These are the people. They have the power. You can't be angry with the way things are proceeding. You came to power with the Constitution. The laws of the country made you president. Who told you what simple majority? Who told you that? George Weah won the election in the first round. Joe Baka came second. But because the Constitution says you must get 50% plus one, that's why George Weah, with all of the guns in this country, decided to go back and have run an election with Joe Baka. Not because he wanted to go risk the presidency, but he respected the law and said, let me go back to the election, the second round. In the second round, Joe Baka won the election by 17,000 vote difference. And he became president. If we had not respected the laws of this country, President Baka wouldn't have been president. Maybe we wouldn't have had president because President Baka said they wouldn't fight war. The country would have ended. That's what he said. And so if George Weah could not end the country because he respected something called the law, When you decide to force Richard Kun to become speaker and he is unable to become speaker through the dubious means, and the Supreme Court come and rule, you do not have any reason to want to continue supporting illegitimacy. This is a breach of the Constitution, and it warrants Liberians to wake up and rise up. Am I asking them to remove the government? I would never do so. I'm a law-abiding citizen, but they can rise up to tell the government that you need to act in accordance with the laws of our country. Anything other than that? Anything other than that? It's going to be detrimental to the system. Be thankful that Liberians want to come out and petition you to do the right thing. How will you win election and allow one Richard Kun to ruin the image of your government? If Richard Kun becomes speaker, what will happen? One of the mistakes CDC made, and I will repeat, one of the mistakes CDC made was to put a lot of energy in making sure that they won't reclaim Monserrato from DeLong. That one of the mistakes CDC made. CDC spent a lot of energy, a lot of resources in those two elections, Polita and T5 election. It was unnecessary because at one senatorial position, what's the use? And Sir Joseph today as senator, DeLong as senator now. What else happening? So they spent a lot of money, a lot of resources, time in that election, and it was useless. In my mind, some other money citizens spent to market Thomas for that. They would have used that money to build other projects across the country that Liberian would have benefited from. Similarly, with this administration, President Baka is spending a lot of money on making Richard Kun making Richard Kun speaker, when in fact those monies would have been used on different projects across the country. This is unacceptable. In the process of doing that, the country is becoming highly divided. It is getting tense. Liberians are voicing out their frustration. Liberians are ganging up to come out and protest. Mobile Molu is organizing a protest on July 17 with several other civil society actors. We are told the motorcyclists are going to join that protest. We are told the former EPS officers who were illegally dismissed will form part of the protest. We are told that all of the employees of the Ministry of State, the Ministry of Transport who were illegally removed from the payroll will be part of the protest. These are signs that investors don't want to hear. You hear these things in the corridors and you go call your alliance political parties to come and threaten people who are already angry. Opposition and government, who got time for damage? It is you, the whole world will be calling around. Hey, Mr. President, what are you doing? Why your country noisy? It is you that will call. After 2003, nobody called Segu Demande Kone in this country. Nobody called Tomo Yaya Nimle in this country. They were calling Charles Taylor. And the told him, said, my man, the people are angry, so you got to leave. Before you guys think about making your leaders into dictators, think about the adverse reaction. I ain't going to say more on it. I just wish I wouldn't have said a lot. But as we turn over to Alexa, Richard Kun told the people ever since that he was the speaker, that he removed Kofa. Yeah, he told Alexa, he told the people ever since he removed Kofa. Today, Richard Kun had a press conference and they said they're building a new number again to remove the same Kofa. So you see it? So it means you didn't move in the first place. Why are you in the speaker office? Why you go put iron get to the speaker office when you're still looking for a number to remove the speaker? Why are the people making the country to look funny? And that's like, why are they making the country to look funny? Come go to the lines. But I'm just asking you, why are they making the country to look funny? And you removed the man 5-6 months ago. And you've been passing around with your speaker car. Eh, Alexa? Then today again, you still put the number together to remove the man who you say you removed ever since. You removed the man when you sat down at the, how they call the thing? The State of the Nation address you presided. The man got a Supreme Court in camera. Then you say you find signature again. So you should admit first that you were never speaker. Then you start finding the new numbers, they will say, okay, they won't making sense. But how you be speaker, then you find signature to remove the speaker? You won't remove yourself? And you say you speaker? How you be speaker, then you find signature to remove speaker again? Hey, what? That simple Liberian English, how we call that one? I don't want to be insultive on the radio.
Because it is a radio.
But in real sense, let me talk in low tone. That craziness. It ain't making sense. And that's over to you, my dear. No, I said it in low tone. I didn't say it loud. Yeah, I didn't say it loud. We're going to go to the phone line, my dear.
We have like few more minutes to go,
Mhm.
right? But this whole thing up Capitol Hill, this is one of the funniest things I have ever witnessed in Liberia so far. Because I don't want to sound rude. I don't want people to think that I'm rude or I don't respect elected lawmakers. But you see, Richard Kuhn is, how do I say it? You say yours, lower tune. I don't know how to say mine. But Richard Kuhn is one of those people who appear to understand, let me say it that way, who appear to understand, who appear to know, and whose outfits will present as a person who is really sensible. I mean, really sensible. But then when that person opens his mouth to talk, what you listen to, no. They're not words of a person who understands. They're not words of someone who has sense. I don't know if it is harsh or not. I'm trying hard to fix it. Right? But what has happened up Capitol, I think it is a clear picture of some of the leaders we have. And right now, soliciting signatures is an implied confession that you've never been a speaker before in your life. Never ever, even though you purported to be a speaker. You've never ever been a speaker. So you've just been someone who was, involved deeply into gangsterism. Someone who was backed by people who are also supposed to be sensible, yet they're not sensible to do whatever you did up Capitol. So get up in the morning and just go on the social media or just go to different, if you're going to turn your FM dial, you just go to, for example, Freedom 87.9 FM, and you're listening to news story from up Capitol that in the morning we saw Iron get out. We can say in Liberia, Iron do. You are a speaker in your own word because you are living in fantasy, Oliver.
Yeah, are you a speaker? Then
you are a speaker.
Signature to remove speaker.
So who do you want to remove? You had told us Fonati Kofa is no longer speaker. You've said that a couple of times. You've presented yourself as the speaker of the 55th House of Legislature of Republic of Liberia. You went to Ghana, you went to this country, you went to that country. You've been around like a bouncing baby boy. You've been around telling everyone you are the speaker. So who do you want to remove if Fonati was already removed? If you were already elected by your fellow lawmakers as the speaker? So who are you soliciting signatures to remove? If Fonati is no longer speaker, why have you gone back to the court? If Fonati is no longer the speaker, why are we still here discussing your case?
Mm-hmm.
Why? You are the reserved speaker. You are the this speaker, the regime speaker. You said all the different words you needed to say. You use all the different adjectives just to describe your position, just to prove a point that you are the speaker. So is this making sense? No. Liberians are not foolish people. No. To some extent, Liberians may be gullible, but Liberians are not foolish. Liberians are not foolish. And everything that's happening now, whether in Liberia or the rest of the world, it is not new. It has happened before. In different eras, it has happened before.
Okay.
So now that we see these things happening, it is not strange for people who have witnessed. It is not strange for people who have read history to understand that these things happened before. But again, when you're referencing history, know exactly factors that are involved and people who are involved in similar things that you are involved with now. What happened to them? Where are they today? What was their ends? You should be sensible enough to ask yourself these questions. You know why? Because when the people rise to the occasion to protect themselves, to protect the constitution that governs our nation. It is now a smart thing.
When you see 40,000 human beings in the street, you can kill all of them.
It is
it's
not
possible.
A smart thing.
So I mean, dialogue.
It is not a smart thing.
The government should be dialoguing.
To have Liberians crying, to have Liberians complaining, to have Liberians expressing their views about what's happening in Liberia with regards to the constitution of Liberia, it tells you how Liberians are fed up. And they've cried, they've reached out to you, they've presented recommendations to have these problems handled. The fact that you have failed to listen to them, they are preparing themselves to protect themselves, because a country that doesn't respect the constitution, especially with the leaders, it is clear that that is not a country anymore. It is clear that that country is just there. But the laws are not active in Liberia. The laws are there. They're not active. And the leaders who are to make sure these laws are respected, they are going from one end to another, doing things that do not represent them as leaders. It tells you don't care about Liberians. It tells you in Loton, say that Christian that you're doing.
Okay.
Simple.
We will go to the lines and talk to our callers. I mean, in real sense, sorry about it. Sorry about all. But hey, I can't be speaker there looking for a signature to remove another speaker.
What sense does it make? Isn't that a contradiction?
That one, it making okay. We just,
so you've never been a speaker.
We're just saying it's not making sense.
In other words.
Yeah, in other words. So maybe Christian are too harsh. But in real sense, it doesn't make sense, man. People, I'm the speaker.
Then you remove me first.
I remove you first from the speaker job.
Exactly.
Then I begin speaker. After 5 months, then I find a signature again to go remove you. Hey,
so how many times you want to remove me?
So I will call it in, that's just because of radio, but that ain't making sense at all. It is not making sense.
Let's say, Brabby.
You also down there explain the thing to your cheering. You explain to any people that people say people are moving here. That you own no sense inside.
So you correct, you drunk?
Yeah, first I ask you whether you drunk. As speaker, I remove you Alexa from the speakership. I begin speaker.
Oh my God.
After 5 months, then I find a signature again to go and remove you. Come on, man. How you guys running the country into comedy?
Yeah, that's it.
What are you doing? You're running the country into comedy.
Some of you are comedians.
Like, play for Nana.
You missed your callings and you were elected by the people.
The country to play for right now. That's how the country looking. But let's take this quick break. Crime Stoppers Liberia. We'll come back. We take calls and we're gone.
From the center to interior, keeping us safe. They're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Old Man Sam Sion, the Chief Executive Officer of Crime Stoppers Liberia. Join us on 87.9 086 500 104 0776 104 104 at the numbers to join the conversation. My name is KOK ELEXA is here. Let's go to the lines and talk to the first batch of callers. He removed Kofa first. Right now, he's still looking for numbers to remove Kofa again. Which one is that? This person. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
How are you, sir? Go ahead. 1 minute.
I'm boy Sada, and I'm calling from my house.
From your house. Go ahead. From your house.
Yeah, what I'm listening to on the radio right now is like, old man Joe Mother is in front of us. Because finally, Professor I'm a teacher. How do I introduce or recognize somebody as a speaker to my student tomorrow is what I'm thinking about.
You see that?
I think we can do as Liberians. We should really not sit down and allow one single man to overturn this our long-fought right regarding this country.
Thank you. Thank you very much, teacher. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing?
Good morning. Well, how you doing?
We are great. The man removed cover before, but the man found a signature again to remove cover again.
You know the problem. Anyways, Jonathan Davis are calling you from a resident.
Go ahead, Davis.
You know, let me be real of time, right? You know, you're talking slow too. That is a keep making me laugh. Say that crazy there. But I'm not crazy. That me confused. Sorry for
You got cover everything. You got cover everything passing around. You got gun. You got gun.
You got gunmen. And why is they looking for?
Yeah, for signature to remove speaker. Who you want to remove now? You already speaker. Then you looking for signature to remove speaker. Oh my dear brother, the country is too funny. The country is very playful right now. The play country we're in now. Our country has gone to playground. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How you doing? Oh my God, we missed out on this person. Let's talk to this one. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, for afternoon, feel good.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah. You know, it's very well laughing for you say the things that making me say, oh, yes, I get laughing.
Oh, but the minister tie one way and Imara down cross over to the side today, so they will soon read for the now.
You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, there's no way the people don't just say they can get that number. I'm telling you, clear, but the only thing the people then we expect them to do now, they want to be making me better regarding to ACO. ACO, you're saying that get the market election, someone. They don't just say they went the two war in someone more until then they insulted with the Manigo people in the country and world. Then they see people using you again to counter nonsense. Look, let me just tell you something. In general, we don't have the support now and to get in and also to force the people out. These people, they're not nothing.
No, we're not encouraged that. Thank you very much. We're not encouraged that. Let's talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello, okay. There is Winston Tabla, presentation number 14.
Go ahead, Tabla. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the topic. You know, they mainly remind me about Rawati at the last time. Only the one in the middle running. The people send a man letter to come and talk to them. The man, when they already say they kaka and I kaka. When I go and come out, I kaka. So that thinking the man they said they removed the man already.
Then
they collect his signature.
They collect his signature again. To do what again?
To remove it again. So I don't know. Anyway, that man confused with the president. Everybody confused.
We leave you right there. Thank you. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute, no time.
Thank you, Kyle. Let me say hello to say Alexa. The official spokesperson of the Liberation Rap Movement.
Go ahead.
Thank you ever so much, Kyle. What we are saying on this president is wrong, Kyle. You can't be the same person that the constitution that back you today. You are president. And you the same person going against. And they come official and they put that aligns the core. And then they are taking I got the Labrador people is wrong time. We are the spokesperson for the Labrador people. You can't threaten the people. Because all the things that you outlined, the Taylor, the President Doe, my own kinsmen, they were powerful. President Taylor was a more powerful president than what happened today. They stay in the head. So you can be president and be violating full right. That's the government official and whosoever allow it. You respect the rule of law. Because you have people come outside, you got nothing, you got no gun whatsoever. So you are coming against them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead from the international line. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? KOK and Alexa. This is Joseph Crowley calling from New York. Okay, let me help you. Me a Loma man. Okay? On this side, in the Western world, we call it either you say the person local or the person is cycle. Okay, or Mumu. In Loma, we call it Abuwale. Or the other one, the worst case scenario, Elite Gay. We want to now, the Titi the Waloka Titi Jagavalo. So my uncle hear me, and he honestly, because they want their own people there. They got them together, their whole crew. All the people are level-headed. They said they were sensible. And the thing they bring into the presidency or their regime, they just part of stupidity. Excuse me, my brother.
Okay.
So I just say it as it is.
Thank you very much from New York. Is it from New York? Let's talk to Jay Randy Dapper from the East Coast. Let's hear you rare meat.
Yes, Oliver, hi, and hi to Alexa as well. So I just want to add a voice to what is happening in the country. You know, for Liberians that are listening to me, we are fighting a race war in this world that we live in today, right? The white men feel that we the black people, we are nothing. That's why when you hear about DEI, they're telling us that we are not worth doing anything for ourselves, and only because the white men feel sorry for us, that why they giving opposition. So if you talk about former president, we are winning the Ballon d'Or, say, well, you know, he can't play, we just feel sorry for him because if the black people can't play, but we just got to give them something, you know. What I'm trying to say is this, right? You got Joe Walker in our country that say he said the father of politics, the older father for politics in our country. What is so wrong for the old man to come out and say, you know why? we dropped the ball somewhere, and we were wrong. So, Kun, let's go back. The Supreme Court is part of the three branches of government and regroup. That message will show to the white people and to the upcoming generation that we can make mistakes. Even Jesus, when he went in the temple telling the people to were upside down, when the people told him say you're doing the wrong thing, then he said no. No, he didn't say no because he knew that what he was doing was wrong. But we just sit down here all over and we see our government just acting like people who still living in the 18th century. This is a shame. And Boca, I don't know what a Boca just wanted to be president. There are times the children can say, Papa, today I won't be policeman, the men are 5 years old, and there are times you can have real president. So I don't know what a President Boca wanted to play president, because it's one thing to play president
and another thing to be president. I know.
And so I think he just want to play president, because I play thing they're doing over there, to be honest with you. I don't need to go over the meaning you give for every customer, but thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's talk to this other person on the line. Go ahead, 1 minute. Good evening, sir.
The food that they hunted, their problem is that when Moses was giving it Israel land, they were adding a rebel. So they put their rebel. They are now good government. As a matter of fact, that no government will overthrow anybody, then somebody supporting it. The very president a rebel. So he's supporting a rebel. Because the rebel, he brought a rebel, then he can. So all the representatives that really work there, they are adding a rebel. They are not correctable. So we need to get on the board to take that for power.
No, we can make them do the right thing. I'm not going to support anything that will take people from power on democratically. I'm not going to support it. Let's talk to this person quickly, then we call it a day. Hello, 1 minute.
Good evening, Khan.
Go ahead quickly. You on the national radio.
Yes, this is Dinah Swear, our hospital in Peters. I'm calling from Congo Town.
Go ahead, 1 minute.
Yeah, Oliver, let me say thanks to you and Alexas for the conversation this evening. You see, actually, we'll talk on a very important topic, that is the ritualistic killing in this country. There's a government that came to power based on propaganda on bread and butter issue, killing in the country, corruption, and too many things. When they were in opposition, they talk about those things, all right? But today, Ouattara-led government, they came to power, and we are still seeing people dying each and every day in Liberia. Just imagine, I think last week, I think Thursday or Friday, there were 2 dead bodies discovered right around the Pinsville Bell. One around the GSA, and another body was found in around Police Academy, somewhere like that. So, I mean, every day people are being killed, and this government is doing nothing. They are taking over 1 year plus just to fight themselves.
Okay.
All right, they are spending thousands of dollars to remove speakers, but people are suffering in the country, and they are not finding any solution. So it's really disappointing.
Thank you. We leave you. We take the last person. You are the last caller on the dot. Let's hear you. No time. We gotta go.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening. No time, my brother.
Robert Bakoya calling from Chisman Avenue, 16th Street.
Go ahead, Robert.
My university. But kind, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I want to advise our speaker, our J. Fonadikova, because something I saw on social media talking about you were invited and the president offering 15 million to resign. All the money people suffering in this country, you get the money. Just why you want to still give money to somebody to just resign? What are you really fighting for? What is behind this speaker removal? You want to remove this speaker?
Okay. Thank you.
You want to steal like that for money? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raul Bakoya. And the last person is on. Go ahead. You're the last caller. No time.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening. Soti Teller, you're the last caller.
Yeah, my name is Soti Teller. Thank you for the recognition. My name is Soti Teller, and I call you from Ghana's way to be beside Ghana's Junction.
Go ahead.
You know, my brother KOK, you have said it all. You know, this is what we've been saying before, that this government lack of, rule of law and, lack of things. Because how can you call yourself a speaker, then you stay there looking for numbers to remove another speaker? You know, the people, they just contradicting themselves because Richard Kuhn and Gay, they are just bluffing, and men bluff their own. They don't understand. You know, I just sorry for them because for many of them, they stay on in their house, but they don't understand the political Chicano in their house. Because if you understand the political Chicano in our house and the legislator wrong, it will not be, carrying, misleading their colleagues the days.
Okay.
This is why I listened to Akama Gray last night, when the man was trying to educate them. I read that one like the general. The general get very educated people, but they don't listen to the general.
Okay.
When if I read it, I will stop there. We will come in soon for Joseph Oga again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. One second, man. Sisi, we are out of time.
Yeah, thank you. How dare you say it
No, but we gotta go. No time. We gotta go.
Yeah, you go a die when you rush it, that inside. And let's how you do my girl. The series manager. Yeah, what I want to say, okay, thank you for the show. What I want to say, Joe, we are go. Joe, we are go. We tire, Joe, we are go. 7 that crying, you. Not be that crying, you. Joe, we are go. We tire, Joe, we are go. Waka, will stay. Labira say, Waka will stay. What is crying? They will not protect my son. Okay. You will talk here for 6 years, but say we are talk for 6 years. They didn't live. So then the poor come outside. They say we'll come to see Bede. Oh, let's see outside. Let's see do that one. When we have your lima son, we have limit. Your lima son, you put it one side. We have one, I know, 4 days. 7 also the end for the pocket of a presidency. What are they to the KOK? You can maybe what they do all the Bible, let's go now. Keep on all the people. What are they in the country that face the offer?
Okay.
This is what I protect.
Thank you.
What I protect. And then get a weapon. And we will work up. What I will tell you now is maybe it was Gizzy or was Free English. No, we will see the real program for Laburo. That we will see the heat. And you understand that you say move from over. I think for movement. No one says only for to can't join you again and sign not document and not document to move over.
Thank you.
You are a man, love. You are a man, Joe.
Oh no. Yeah, this woman. But again, we gotta go home and we'll return here on tomorrow, God's will. Have a wonderful time. God bless you. Those who were calling and could not make it, sorry. We'll get your calls in tomorrow. It is the biggest platform, and of course, the traffic will always be what it is. Until we return, Alexa, let's go home and bye bye.